Hey everybody, what's up? And in this video, I'm going to be giving you all a review of this Lego set right here. This is the 2020 Lego Harry Potter Room of Requirement. Depending on where you live, this set either came out in June or in August, depending on where you live. Like I said, the US did get the sets a lot later, but better late than never because this is such a nice set. I'm just going to say it right off the bat, I think this set is fantastic. And when I say that, I'm not really talking about the build. I'm not really talking about the concept of the set. I'm talking about the details and the just overall play value of this set. Not even so much play value, not the play features, but just the value of this set as a whole, what you're getting. There's just so many details and it just is such an accurate little build. And for a small $20 set, I think Lego really knocked it out of the ballpark with this one. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at the set, starting with the minifigures. Starting the review off with a look at the minifigures. Here is Harry Potter, and wow, this is probably the best Harry Potter minifigure I've seen from Lego ever, just period. Now, it's obviously for the time, so this is supposed to be Order of the Phoenix. So just for representing Dan Radcliffe in Order of the Phoenix, Lego did awesome with this one. It looks so good. The hair feels a little short to me, but I think it's honestly the best hairpiece they could have given him. But the torso, just look at this torso. It's so nice with the being, unbuttoned sweater, the tie kind of messy. It just looks so good. From the back, it looks like any other Hogwarts torso, which is kind of cool. I really do like it. And Harry does get an alternate face, which makes him look a little mad, which I think is definitely necessary. Next up, here is Hermione, and this is another honestly really nicely done minifigure, not as well as Harry. I do really like the inclusion of the original 2011 Hermione hairpiece back here. It really is just a great hairpiece for Hermione. I think it looks really good. Spinning around looking at the torso, it is pretty nice looking. I will say one thing I kind of dislike is I think that the lines here used to make her waist more like shown, I think it's a little much. I think they probably could have done a gender neutral torso here. That's just my personal opinion, but it does look really good. It is a very nice looking torso. Hermione's face looks pretty good too. They gave her a little bit of freckles. I don't know if you'll see it on camera, but she does have a bit of freckles, which is just interesting. I think it looks nice. It's a nice little change for Hermione, and Hermione does get an alternate face, which makes her look angry, maybe like she's screaming. It is a very different face for Hermione, but I actually like this a lot more than the alternate faces previous Hermiones have gotten. And the final minifigure in this set is Luna Lovegood, and here you can see she is in a Hogwarts outfit with the Ravenclaw tie you can see there. And it is definitely nice to get a Luna in a pink outfit. I think it looks really good. She uses the same hairpiece as the collectible minifigure. If you look on her torso, she has some sort of either keychain or charm around her neck, which I think actually looks really good. I really like the decision to make her arms white here. It just looks really nice. And also notice that she has a wand, and actually all three of the characters in the set come with wands. They all have different colored wands, which means that you get a spare of each wand, except for Harry's, which is used on the training dummy, which I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, Luna just looks really good. I think it's kind of interesting that they included to choose Luna over Cho here, but I definitely like it because this is a much nicer minifigure than they would come up with for Cho. And honestly, the Lego Cho Changs just don't look that good in general. So let's keep it with Luna. I like it. It looks really good. Again, the torso is great, and Luna does get an alternate face, which I think is fitting for this character. And here's the actual build of this set. So this is the build of the Room of Requirement. But before I show you this, I actually need to show you my favorite thing with the whole set, which is this little side build right here. So let's take a look at it right here. What this is it is basically Harry's little chalkboard or bulletin board, if you will, that he has inside the Room of Requirement for his lessons. So let's see what's on it. First thing on it, we have a couple of newspaper clippings right here. They're all right. We have a picture of Cedric, which I love. That is just such a good little detail in there. And then on the bottom there, that's another picture, and I believe that's supposed to be a picture of the original Order of the Phoenix, I believe. If you look closely on these two characters right here where my thumb is on the far right, those are Neville's parents, I believe. In the back, you can see Hagrid and Dumbledore. Here we have Lily and James Potter, so you can see right there next to Dumbledore. That would be Lily, and across from her is James. I hope it's coming off well on camera. Next to James, I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. It might be Sirius. That's kind of what I'm thinking, and there's also someone sitting on the bottom. But man, I just love absolutely love this detail. It's such a small thing. It's such a small build that honestly you should take for granted. I mean, it's not that much to see with it, but I just love it. I love it so much. It's just a really nice side build, but it just adds so much detail. It really, I can't talk enough good about this. It just adds detail that's fitting to the scene that is honestly just fan service to a Harry Potter fan because of this image on it. It's just great. And another thing that adds a lot of detail to this set, we're just going to come down right here, are these right here, which are Umbridge's proclamations. So we have a couple of them on the wall, 4 to be exact on there. So we have educational degrees, and they all have different numbers. So on the top we have number 30, which is all Weasley products will be banned. Here's 68, which says all student organizations are disbanded. The one right in the center here, number 23, makes Umbridge the High Inquisitor. And this one says all students will submit to questioning. And I just love those too. I mean, these are just details that really, not that they didn't have to be included, but they just add so much to this set. It makes this more of a playset. It's just these two details right here that are all stickers. They just make the set appeal more to a Harry Potter fan. Just this little thing, and I honestly couldn't have even told you this was included in the set, but it just adds so much in my opinion. It's honestly my favorite thing about the set because it's just so nice. It's subtle, but it really works good, and it just really, I can't say enough good about it. So let's actually take a look at the build now. The one other thing we get right here real quick actually is this guy right here. This is just a training dummy. I didn't show him with the minifigs because he has different legs, but he is actually really cool. I'm just going to get him a little bit more in focus for you guys. You can see there he has pretty interesting head, no alternate face, but it's just a small little training dummy, and I'll show you how you use him with the set in just a moment. But let's first take a look at the actual room of requirement. So what we have here is this is supposed to represent a hallway inside of Hogwarts. That's what we're seeing right here is a hallway. So the idea is that, you know, you're walking by, you can read the proclamations and think, oh, I hate these. And then when you walk along this hallway right here, if you really need it, you can access the room of requirement, and the door is just going to magically appear just like that, which I think is awesome. And that brings you inside of the actual room of requirement, which we have right here. Now, the build of this room of requirement is all right. It's not anything groundbreaking, and there's honestly not that much detail in there. You know, it's just a door. We have some pretty nice clear blue elements on the sides. I actually really like them a lot. These builds are a little interesting. You even have room to stand a couple minifigures up on top here, just like that if you wanted. And then over here, we just have a fireplace, which is a pretty nice build, to be honest. It's a small thing, but it looks really nice. And if you actually take a close enough look in there, you'll actually see that, sorry about focus, you'll actually see that there is a sticker for some bricks with more flames back there, which is really nice. Now, there is one other play feature with this set, and that is that you can actually knock out these decrees by Umbridge by just pressing onto this on the fireplace. So if we just push in here, we can actually knock all those educational degrees off just like that. And that's awesome. That's just a great little play feature. Now, the question becomes, do we need this play feature? Because it really makes no sense. I mean, this isn't what they do in the room of requirement. They don't knock down these posters, but it's nice, you know? And especially what I like about it is it's so hidden away. If you don't like this play feature, you just don't have to look at it. There's no buttons, there's nothing to see. All it is you just push in here and there's a little axle and it just pushes this off. Without it, I mean, without the play feature, it looks fine. And I think that's just a really good way of LEGO to actually kind of appeal to the fans of Harry Potter, you know, because by adding this play feature, we get all these educational, you know, doctrines or degrees rather, and it's just awesome. You know, it's something that wasn't necessarily necessary at all, but they added into the set and threw in a play feature that kids are gonna like, but to adult fans such as myself, you don't even notice it, which is awesome. It's just really well done. And it's the same thing here. We didn't need this piece right here, but it is really nice, and I really appreciate that. It's really nice. So also included in this set, and also one of the coolest things, honestly, are these Patronuses. So we get 2 Patronuses included in the set. We get that rabbit, which is supposed to be Luna's Patronus. Hers is a hare. You can see that in there. These are just such nice pieces from LEGO. Just like Harry's Patronus from Expecto Patronum, they have glitter inside. They're like a trans light bluish color. It's a new piece for the bunny, I believe, which is just awesome. It looks so good. Check that out. Look at how the light actually comes into it from the table behind me. That looks really awesome. And then we also get the otter, which is Hermione's Patronus there. You'll see same thing. It's just really nice. These are hard plastic pieces. The glitter adds so much to them, and I mean, just making them transparent even really looks nice. They did a great job with this. And then the last Patronus, if you will, included in the set actually comes with Harry. And these are just the Avengers shooters that you can attach to a minifig's hand. And the idea is that with this guy in the back here, which is the little training dummy, you actually just push on your shooter and you're supposed to try to hit him. And you saw we hit him that time, but if you actually hit it with enough force, you can actually knock him over, which is kind of cool. Now I did try these shooters shooting at the play feature with knocking off the Umbridge's decrees, and it does not work with that. It's not strong enough for that, but it is strong enough to knock over this guy, and they do include 2 of those in the set, which is just really nice. You know, for the set being the room of requirement, I mean, we're getting a lot more than just a room here. You know, these Patronuses are super nice. I believe they're both brand new pieces from Lego, definitely in this color, with the glitter inside too. It just adds so much to this set. I really love it. And there you have it. That is my look at the Lego Harry Potter Room of Requirement. One thing I didn't really mention in the main part of the review is play value. If you're a kid playing with this, what do you get? Well, you have this build that is just a hallway in Hogwarts. You know, no matter which way you look at it, you're still inside the castle, which I think is actually really good. You have the sliding door on the back, which is awesome. You know, I can just see kids playing with this, you know, having Harry enter the room. And yeah, you've got the little play features with these things to try to shoot down your mannequin there. But I mean, regardless, you just have so much opportunity. And what I really like about this isn't like a real battle. It's not Harry versus Voldemort. It's the kids at school doing more or less a school thing. Yeah, they're doing it on their own, but I just love that. And the amount of details in this set is really what I love the most. This piece in particular, I think without this piece, I would like the set a lot less. And then same thing with these proclamations on the back. Those are the things that really make this set. I mean, usually people don't like Lego stickers, but in this set, I think the stickers are what make this set 10 times better. Not to mention the amazing Patronuses, great minifigures, and overall decent build. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all liked my thoughts on this set. I do have the Lego Astronomy Tower set, which I'll be reviewing soon. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all again in my next video.